today, from Dublin, Ireland, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the Dublin Antlers taking on St. Louis.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between our visitors and the Dublin Antlers. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at these Dubliners entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I...
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Drew. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw, Drew. This is caught, it's Floyd. And out across midfield down to the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Drew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Drew. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Drew. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got Floyd out left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Back to throw. Drew in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And that sack brings up fourth and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Right back to him on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw on second down, Drew. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On third down, Drew. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Operating from the gun, Drew, and this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Drew, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and fourth down now coming up.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On play action, they'll throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Craig. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Drew. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. from the gun. He'll hand this off. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 2nd down, it's Curtis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On first down, Drew looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Floyd. On second down now, Manuel. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Drew into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Drew. And he fires one, but incomplete. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and 5. That's complete. It's Collins. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they trail the visiting Cowboys at halftime. The Cowboys seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. The Packers get back above 500 as they move to 3-2 with the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Great coverage there. Holds them to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
4 yards remain for second down. Looking to throw. Drew. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hart. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They run a draw here on second down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Collins. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Curtis. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bulldogs go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Manuel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Drew. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Drew. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Floyd. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Drew. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Antlers have cut it back within a score.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
And they'll run again. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun, Drew. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Manuel. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Drew. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll run on 1st down. Curtis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Curtis, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. It's Curtis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll try the left side. Curtis, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Throwing on 1st down. Drew.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Over the middle, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Operating from the gun, Drew. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Drew. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Okay, go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Curtis. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Good move at the 30. Another nice move. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 13. A little under 50 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st and 10, Drew. He's got to hook up to Floyd. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd and 2. Drew. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down.
And he's going to have a 1st down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Drew. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.